Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So you guys, in this week's issue of People magazine, NeNe Leakes opened up about the special moments she shared with her late husband Gregg before he took his final breath on September 1st. In the interview, NeNe stated that the last 5 days before Gregg's passing was really beautiful. She said all of his children were there, his best friends were there, their closest friends, and she said we all sat with him around the clock. She said we talked a lot and we made peace with what was happening. Gregg, who was 66 years old, he died in their Atlanta home after a 4-year battle with colon cancer. Now, while NeNe was hit with an overwhelming sense of loss, she did find comfort in some of Gregg's last words to her. She stated that he said, "I'm not going to leave you. God is going to bless you." And he said he wanted her to move on with her life. The idea seemed easier said than done. For the past 4 years, NeNe has taken on the role of caretaker, first when her husband was diagnosed with cancer in 2018, and again when it returned in June after 2 years in remission. She said it was difficult and that Gregg handled a lot of things in their life, and there were some things that she didn't know, just some of the simple things like who the lawn guy was. She said she was having to ask him questions like that, and he said to her, "If you go into my office and look on the wall, I left an envelope taped to the wall." So she said she went and looked on the wall, and there was a folder, and he had stuck it to the wall, and it said, "Open this if anything ever happens to me." So she went on to say when she opened it up, he had a letter to their 22-year-old son, Brent, and telling them things like where they needed to pay stuff, who was the accounting person to talk to, because she said they didn't know any of that stuff. And she said, "I thought to myself when I looked through all this stuff that he had written and the things that he had left, that had to have taken a lot of strength." But business aside, NeNe said she found solace in the love they shared with one another for a quarter of a century. She said, "I told him I wouldn't have chosen another husband other than him. I said I married you twice, crazy man," as NeNe recalled that she remarried Gregg in 2013 after she had divorced him in 2011. And when the time came for Gregg to make his transition, NeNe said she was there holding his hand. He took a deep breath and then he stopped. She said, "I thought I would be scared, but I held him and kissed him." As she continues to grieve, NeNe says she will continue to adjust to her new normal to the best of her ability. She said, "I keep thinking to myself, he's away on a trip and he'll be right back. And I'm still waiting for him to come home." That is just a beautiful sentiment of Gregg, the love she has for him and the love that he had for NeNe. I always find when a person makes things easier on the people left behind, that's a person who's not selfish. That's a person who actually loves the people in their life, and they just want to make it easier for them. So I thank you guys for watching and listening, and as always, I will talk to you guys in the next video.